Alright, YouTube, here's what we got. Very large pin oak, about 60-70 feet tall. Died over the past 10 months from chestnut borers, although it is probably 120 plus years and very likely hollow in a few places, but otherwise generally sound. We're going to be climbing on spurs and lanyards up to about there. We'll double lanyard up through there, eventually put in a tie-in point. We're going to take out these branches right here, a couple over in there, these down lower, because we're trying to save a really nice white oak and this black cherry. And there's where the lean is actually towards the cherry. The lay is going to be between the cherry, the oak, and the cherry. But all these bones out here are going to want to grab both of those trees, and they'll do some serious damage and most likely completely take out that young, beautiful white oak that has been favored over the years. We don't want to take that out. So I'm going to climb up that. Hopefully I'll have some photos, but probably very little video from up there since I'm no one else to take video. But there's going to be my setup for climbing gear. And then when all said and done and we have everything on the ground, then I will probably set you up to take a look at the felling operation on this big tree. It's about 2.5, maybe just shy of 3 feet in diameter at breast height. And so here's the view of that tree from the opposite angle. Got a spruce here. Got a small black cherry, which we don't care so much about. And here's that nice white oak we've been favoring over the years. And right behind it is the big pin oak that's coming down. And it's actually leaning mostly in our direction, but you can see it's got a side lean running that way. And all those bones are going to catch these trees, the canopy of these trees, as it comes down. So I need to get probably a third or more of those branches down if I'm going to avoid damaging the trees. Yep, here I'm double lanyard in. Spiking up this dead oak. There's Dad. Say hi, Dad.
Hi, Dad. Hi, Bo.
About halfway up where we need to get to start bucking those limbs. There it is. Climbed, limbed, ready to fall in that gap. Alright, so you can see where I gaffed into the tree, but right there, all up and down this tree. Woodpecker hole starting. Listen to this. Not very sound. Their intended lay. You might see the pink flagging out there. I might even name it a little bit left of there. One bone out really heavy, helping it. Wind will help it. But it's got both an easterly and a southerly lean to it. But we're going to try and take it at least 10-15 degrees or more off of the lean. Trying to save that white oak and that big black cherry, and hopefully that spruce you can see back there. Again, right in the middle, that's our intended lay. I may even move it a little bit left of there. That'll be our aiming point, a little left. And the actual lay will be hopefully between that small black cherry and spruce, or right at the small black cherry. So let me show you what we got going here. That is a ton of rot. We're very fortunate though. We want thicker hinge wood on the right, thinner on the left, and even on the left we still have a good 3-4 inches of hinge wood there. So we're probably going to be all right. Notice that I ended up opening that apex a little bit so that it can close in on itself a little bit. We're going to be following it a little against the lean, so we want it to maintain that hinge for a sufficient period of time. This is Yeah, probably a little less than open face. So we'll call it a conventional hinge. Here it is off to the side. We might open that up a little more.
You wouldn't believe the work that wedge is doing right now. All right. Yep. Oh, it fell right where we wanted it to. I was aiming for that small black cherry and took it right out. Oak is fine. Large black cherry is fine. Look at this skanky stump. See, I left a rather healthy, a good 4 or 5 inch hinge on this side and about a 2.5, 3 inch hinge on that side, and that's all we had for holding wood. Was about 4 inches there, maybe 2.5, 3 inches on that side. Year-old dead pin oak. Look at the back end of that thing. Well, that just goes to show you need to pay attention when you're cutting your tree up, and as long as you got enough sound hinge wood showing through that face cut, you ought to be just fine. Excellent result, right to plan.